Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
So here we are.
It's probably weeks after Whiskey Fest that this video is being released, but here we are minutes after Whiskey Fest.
That's correct.
Again. So you've probably seen a couple of videos where we either are at Whiskey Fest or it's after Whiskey Fest, and now it's like, for you watching this, it's like super after Whiskey Fest, but for us it's still just minutes after Whiskey Fest.
And what?
Does that make sense?
And what a Whiskey Fest!
And what? How many times do you say Whiskey Fest in the sentence?
So this was the Victoria WFest.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of friends and people and subscribers and different things. Got to meet some ambassadors and new people and hopefully some interesting and fun connections for upcoming videos.
So much conversation that it kept us from getting wasted.
Yes, that's
we
why
actually
we were here.
Didn't get wasted. Yeah, like last year we could not have done this video.
No,
because we would be like,
yeah.
This
We've
year,
really matured.
We've really grown up. Yeah.
So we actually, the story behind this bottle is I was leaving Whiskey Fest. We were leaving Whiskey Fest, and I saw a guy carrying a couple boxes of you heard them clunking around.
Yeah.
He's like, I wonder if I should just go ask.
You eagle eye. You sharply note. You're like, your spidey senses were like,
my whiskey senses.
Whiskey bottles.
Yeah. So I was like, should I go ask? You're like, well, I guess.
Whatever. I said, I'm not going to do it. You can do it.
So I was polite and explained who we were and what we were about, and that we were going to mention his name. I'm afraid I cannot remember his name.
Let's call him Charles for this.
Sure.
For these purposes.
Charles Smith.
Ah, excellent. Thank you, Charles Smith.
So he gave us a bottle of the Dalmore 12-year-old, and he was obviously a representative of Dalmore.
Yes.
I'm going to pour a glass right now, because people want to see the whiskey.
After he gave you the bottle, we were kind of like, oh, we already have Dalmore 12. But at the same time, you can't say that to the guy. He's giving you a little bit of a bottle here.
Can you give us the 35 instead?
Yeah, can we just forget about that one? So we were like, you were gracious, and you just said, that's great. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Dalmore 12. It's just that we already had it. And then we checked our channel, and we realized
we haven't reviewed it.
Yeah, we have unboxed Dalmore 12.
Yeah.
It was part of the What's the Best 12-Year-Old shootout, but we had never done a review of it. So we thought, this is perfect.
This is a perfect opportunity. So thank you from the people at Dalmore.
Let's just, in general, the general people at Dalmore.
Obviously very, very good people, and they've trusted in us to promote their product, just as I'm sure they're promoting us.
Yes, Dalmore is pushing a lot of trending.
Yeah, the trending and see Dalmore bottling's coming out any day now. Anyway, so I think we'll get right to it, because, people get sick of us talking.
So the thing about Dalmore is 12-year age statement.
12 years old. That's kind of it for the boxes checking.
Yeah, it's 40%, so that's not, you're not checking a box there. There's nothing about it being natural color. I don't think anyone believes that that's natural color anyway. And it's clearly been filtered.
Yeah, there's no non-chill filter.
And, the fifth magic box is always price.
Yeah.
It does not check that box either.
No,
because
it's relatively expensive.
It's about, around here, it's between 90 and 100 bucks for a 12-year-old, where there's a lot of other 12-year-old options well under that.
So now, having said all that,
right? So that's the negatives.
Those are the negatives. This is still a highly sessionable whiskey, because you taste it and go, oh well, I could probably drink this all night quite easily. Like some scotches, you don't think you could have a couple glasses then you move on. This is almost like
it's too easy.
It's too easy to drink.
Goes
it's
down
very easy drinking scotch.
So let's nose it up.
Sure. It is. Hold on a sec.
Let me get in here. There's a bit of a citrus note on it.
It's also it is, but it's like quite caramelly dark fruit kind of things.
With there's a bit of almost a almost a nutmeg cinnamon on this one. I know.
Yeah, and like
You
a
know
little
what I
bit of
mean?
brown sugar and stuff like that. It hits those kind of notes for sure.
And then of course it has that sherryness to it.
Mm-hmm. It's, you know, it's again 40%. It's not giving off a lot of different notes on the nose. It's a relatively I don't want to like harsh on this too much, but it's a relatively one-dimensional.
It's kind of like a baseline whiskey as far as like it does a lot of things right, but it's not super dynamic or multi-dimensional. It's pretty straightforward.
It's the first line of defense kind of thing when it comes to the Dalmore range, because Dalmore puts out tons of different things. And in fact, Dalmore has some of the most expensive whiskey on the market, like ever.
Yeah, for sure. They
So-
have like 72-year-old Dalmores and things
Yeah,
of
and
that
then
nature,
like
you
go
know?
for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this
So
is
they do know they know what they're doing.
yeah, oh yeah, and this they've been around for a long time. It's, you know, they have really good marketing and ambassadors promoting their products. So they do a lot right. However,
just
the very bottom of the line one, which is this, it's like I say, relatively one-dimensional.
You kind of pay for the marketing in the price.
Yeah. So let's get to the
taste
flavor
it.
here. It's nice and sweet up front. Quite rich and rounded. There's no real harshness to it. It's quite smooth.
There's a bit of a malty kind of a finish
Quite malty,
to it.
yeah. But it also finishes flat, kind of like there's a.
But that flatness is kind of part of what makes it really drinkable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it doesn't have that long-lasting booming finish. Like it's kind of like it kind of drops off a little bit, and then that's what triggers you to go back to the next sip.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, possibly by design. I mean, if you're going in for that next sip and you're getting that bottle down, you know, this is a real drinker where you could go back to it and you know really work that bottle pretty quick.
This is the bottle that you want to like put on a dinner table when you're having some friends over, and you will notice this bottle go down really quickly.
Yeah, it's very drinkable. It's easy on the palate. There's nothing offensive about it. There's no harshness that any one person's really gonna be like, oh, I just don't like blah 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 about it. Like it's very friendly.
Yeah,
it's
for sure,
very friendly and inviting as a flavor profile in general.
Flavor profile there is like some kind of caramels and toffees in there, and a kind of like a raisin flavor to it. There's something about it that way. But look at
it's moving on its own. It's possessed.
Anyway, so all in all, this is something that maybe the whiskey connoisseurs out there aren't gonna go and just buy tons of it.
I know what it is.
What's that?
It's a guilty pleasure.
Ah.
This is a guilty pleasure. Like, as a whiskey enthusiast, you might not admit to liking this. You'd be like, oh, I prefer, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But in reality, you're like, I could really go for some more of that Dalmore 12.
Yeah, it's very drinkable.
Yeah, color added and only 40% and, you know, chill filtration and, you know, all and it's kind of expensive. But you know what? The reality of it is, if you want to drink it, that's a good sign. So
yeah,
it does some things wrong, but it does a lot of things right too. So it's a tough call. Like it's you should buy it once anyway.
Well, and one of the reasons you bought it was
the
purely
marketing.
Because of the marketing.
Yeah, it sucked
like
me
it
in.
didn't check any of the boxes.
This deer head sucked me in.
Yeah, it's true.
What if
you were a deer in headlights?
What would a Dalmore look like without the deer head? Maybe it's not as marketable.
Let's see. Pull that off.
Oh, one antler.
Oh, he's shedding. He's shedding his antlers.
He's growing. How do they put these things on there?
Glue? Is it magic? Oh, look at that.
Okay, is it still as marketable?
Now it's just a cow.
Cowmore. Looks like a cow.
Here, let's show the people.
Is it still as delicious if it's a Cowmore?
Cowmore, 12-year-old.
Anyway,
Well, it still tastes really good.
yeah, it tastes great. And we probably won't have a problem drinking this bottle.
We'll finish this off. Thank you, Charles. Or whatever your
Smith.
real name was.
The guy that had the boxes outside of Whiskey Fest.
Yes,
Thank
you're
you.
awesome. Okay. Sorry,
so
we
cheers.
didn't mean to defame the Delmore brand. It's just we thought it was funny.
Oh, and I just spilled it
We
everywhere.
just, have
Slante.
we just have a poor sense of humor.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Oh, click like, subscribe,
Buy a
all that
shirt.
good stuff.
Drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why. Subscribe on YouTube.